extremely potent right now.
How do you go about making the cuts? Because I suppose for one album, unless you make it a double album, you're gonna have to make some cuts. How do you go about doing that?
Paper, rock, scissor.
I think that's why you get outside people involved. Having Chris Walla involved will be really great for us. You know, he's an outsider. It's sort of takes on an editorial sort of perspective. He's able to listen to the music and not be as attached to it. And he can maybe, I think sequentially, he was the one who came up with like in the order of the songs, and so he's really good at that. He's able to sort of like extrapolate the best songs that work really well together. And I have fantasies about, you know, just recording all of it and not necessarily putting on a double record, but making all of the music eventually available to people. They're written, the songs are written. I don't know why we wouldn't, you know, let people hear them. So.
And how do you go about writing? Is it, I suppose, a process you go through together, or how does it work?
Typically, since we've been writing together almost 15 years, and we've never really written together. A few songs we collaborated heavily, but we've always written independently because we've always lived apart. So this record is the first time we've attempted to write together. So we've been sending instrumentals back and forth and letting the other one write the lyrics and melodies, which has been an interesting collaboration. And a few of the songs turned out really well. So we actually went to New Orleans for a week and wrote together in a room. And Sara says it was really fun, and I thought it was really, really, really stressful because I'm used to being alone and just like forgetting about everything, like eating and bathroom and anything, and just like sitting there and toiling over a song. And I'm not used to like feeling self-conscious, like people are watching me. And I definitely have my way of doing things, but we ended up writing 7 songs, and I'm not sure that any are like hits, but it was just a neat thing to do together, to realize that we really can help each other in writing better songs and keeping ourselves entertained. We have been doing this, as I said, for almost 15 years, so for us it's sort of like how to express ourselves in a way that's going to be really exciting the next time we have to sit down and write a record. So I think this record will be a lot more collaborations. We've submitted some songs that are co-writes, which is the first time we've ever done that, and I'm excited to see if those songs get picked from Chris.
Do you ever feel self-conscious about presenting those songs to each other?
I mean, I don't think not anymore. Like, you know, we've been doing it for so long now that when I write a song and I send it, I don't feel very self-conscious about it. You know, I know that a lot of people aren't going to hear it, so yeah.
So you are as tight as you seem. It's not an act on stage. You are as tight as it seems.
I think that when you're working with musicians, I feel the same way about the band that we're working with, or Chris Walla himself. You know, I think when you trust people and you've had collaborative energy with somebody, you know, it's like a relationship or a friendship. You get to know people, and it doesn't stress you out to have to play them the music. There are people who, when I play my new songs, I get really stressed out, but not the little inner circle of musicians. No way.
Family, is it hard to play new songs to them?
I don't think so. Like, I think that I know that they're like big fans of what we do, and they don't really dissect it as much as they used to. I think that in some ways I realize that the more we branch out, it might not be their cup of tea either. Like, I don't need to know every song that they like or don't like, and I can tell anyway. So but no, I don't feel nervous.
So musically, what's the next challenge for you guys?
I think we are at a point, like, I mean, by the time this next record comes out, we'll be nearing 30, like almost 30, and I think that we're adults. I mean, we truly are, and as much as we like this, like, whole DIY, punk rock, like, alternative music lifestyle, I think we're ready to get into a phase. Like, this was the first record where we were able to tour for 2 months and take 2 months off, tour for 2 months, take 2 months off. That's a luxury, to be able to take time off and be able to write in, you know, and live your life and have a family and those kinds of things. So I think that the biggest challenge for us going forward is going to have to continue to be able to balance that, but also continue to increase our profile. You know, I think that our music is ready. It's getting pretty close to being ready for the mainstream, and I say that only in that, like, I think that the world is changing so quickly, and that there's a bigger and bigger market for people who are into complicated, you know, complicated pop music. And I think that we're ultimately always writing pop songs, but I think that they are really deep, and, you know, they're kind of complicated sometimes, especially Sara stuff. And I think that there's more and more people that are into that kind of music. So I'm hoping that our next record gets us to that next level, and our profile continues to get bigger, which will be a challenge because both of us are kind of weird, agoraphobic, socially awkward homebodies. So we're gonna have to do a lot more than we probably want.
Well, in person, you're definitely as lovely as I imagined, and it's been great to have you guys help us ring in the new year here at Falls Festival. So finally, I've got to ask, 2009, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to making a new record.
I'd say the same. I'm really looking forward to getting into the studio. I'm right now anticipating an email from Chris Walla to say what songs that he likes so that I can start writing other songs to outdo those songs. So I'm looking forward to a few months of writing and a big challenge ahead of us.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us for Falls on the Edge.
Thanks very much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!